down the Ezreal, which is try and kill Talia in fights, and you've got that hot pot combo, which can work incredibly well. But instead, they end up going towards the Nocturne, which feels a bit odd because there's not a huge amount to dive, and this feels much more like front to back style from Fnatic. So the Nocturne kind of just feels like more to cause chaos.
The tier is going to be pretty significantly delayed now at this stage.
It's also the fact that you can't reset and get out of this lane, right? Like at 4 minutes so regularly, we see these lane swaps. So
good backstep there, and Fnatic priority position despite the vision setup from GX on the objective, but Isma doesn't hesitate to just kick this one off.
It's a good call from GX. They've already pushed the upset out of that top side because they were able to gate him off thanks to this 3-man move from GX. So I like the way GX are playing this. Off of that, a quicker reset to the top side. They've now moved in for grubs.
So Razork did manage to get the first one, so it's not going to be a full 3 set, but Isma will save the smite until the last one, and it will be a 2-to-1 grub trade in favor of GX.
So Draco's put Fnatic again. You can already see Oscar and backed right away from Lot in that top side. Knew that he might need to TP into this play.
Hold on, you mentioned that earlier, but worth noting that again, Jackies can put it into that and still cast the ultimate. Here he goes.
Oh, here he goes. Nocturne now coming out. Razor caught on the wrong side, but Poby moving into position. Good equalizer here for the fight, but Isma an excellent ult to respond. Now blocking so much of the incoming damage. Oscar caught out, in trouble. Poby trying to fire back, but a perfect flick from Jackies. Poby sends a packet under the tower, but it's too damn late. GX.
Potential team fight. Which is why I think Fnatic kind of need to hold on to this river control as Isma spots out Razork.
Goes in on Razork instantly. Razork probably just dead here. Mickey trying to find the retreat. Razork on the way out. Charm coming in from Mickey just in time. Razork still retreating, but Mickey probably going to have to pay the price. Wants to dash out, and that's the feat of warfare to the side of GX. It's playing like that. Diving right in your face, because it doesn't get easier. It does not. And GX happy to have yet another objective. Extend their gold lead. And I wish I could tell you this.
Early third dragon here, though. That's not bad for them. We're talking a lot of good things about GX, but we did say, I mean, it was Finn had a great phrase for it. 2 dragons is a little bit of a warning. 3 dragons is a threat. Fnatic could use a soul later into the game.
On the foot to scare them off of mid, however, Isma's now looking to kick the fight off. Does get locked up. Ulti forced out, redemption used as well. Mickey just fast enough.
You know we wanted blood.
How do we make an objective perfectly designed to embarrass European teams? Anyway, Razork now kicking off on the bottom side. Jackie's so confident so many times he had the setup. 5v5. Fnatic, how much are they willing to commit to try and contest this? No smite on either support.
Oh, we flip it.
Junglers have access, going all in now. The ulti coming from this infield doesn't do a whole hell of a lot, and instantly into the backside of the fight. Fnatic finding advantage. Razork doing a ton of work. So Oscar Redden still standing advantage to split off Mickey, but it feels like that's all they're going to get. Otacon at 3K. Will reset, but Razork blinking health bar. Oscar going to be forced to drop this wave and this tower. So GX again holding on to that gold lead. Like we talked about, Zemkoy would feel like we're broken on this top side against this objective. Need to be able to play slow, need to be able to go in fast. Reset coming in for upset, but they're just getting a lead to the side of GX. The wall is there! Oh no, it's an absolute disaster! They get the Otacon! Get framed! Don't it!
First for GX, but Fnatic had a great opening, but they can't thread the needle.
Yeah, I think Fnatic fans' hair gone after that one as well. I don't know what they were doing. Like, what you need to do is kind of wait.
Can look to collapse on this, but Razork sees this something up. GX, have they overcommitted here for this one? Topside, TP now coming in. They immediately pull the trigger from the side of Fnatic, realizing they have a man advantage. Mickey now going for the charm. Follow-up is there. Isma laying down a nice ulti. Mickey stunned on the rocks on the way out. Boom! Instantly picked off. A perfect flick back from GX. Fnatic, or the Baron, however. Soul will go to Fnatic. GX, though, will get the Baron. We'll just extend this gold lead to about 5,000 once they grab it.
If GiantX are able to like crack open the base, this is going to be worth this, but if they are only able to get through the tier 2s, I think it's an okay trade for Fnatic. Getting the soul is really nice for them, especially when you look at people like Razork who can get full value from it.
Razork, still flicked, knocked back. It's going to be a lot harder to defend when you're missing a member. Ulti in from Noah might have connected, but Lot isn't going to give it the time. That's a 50-second death timer. Rob, I think they might be breaking the bait.
Yeah, they might be onto something here.
Yeah, because I mean, typically when you have the permanent buff for the temporary one, you got to prove that the temporary buff can get you enough. You're now defending in a 4v5, and that poke that you've been mentioning before from the likes of the Ezreal is now going to make it harder to defend these turrets. They'll likely get this inner one at least.
Yeah, upset. No lifesteal, whatever he's getting from runes. So not a whole lot. Hard to hold on against the poke, but Fnatic doing pretty well to clear thus far. Trying to punish Jackies for potentially overextending. That Rylai slow is merciless. Is Mickey now going to look to follow up? Timing good, angle good, but it's not quite enough. Jackie's taken down. In the meantime, GX keeping the Jackie's overextending on a side wave when those waves aren't perfectly synced the way you were talking about. It does cost him. It means a tower over to Fnatic will lessen this gold lead, lessen this Red Bull.
In a turret, GX would like to just shove in, make Fnatic move away from the Elder if they can, and then go towards it.
In the mid lane while this fight goes out. Fnatic losing money just to be here, but there's really no other choice. Isma on the flank. Will now finally use it. Upset, caught out, locked down. The feathers are going to fly, but where is Upset going to go? The wall's still isolating, trying to move back. The charm just in time, but Upset's completely taking out the fight. Razork moving into the Noah. Noah down, as is Razork. Isma trying to finish off Upset, and he's going to grab the kill. Poby, the last hope for Fnatic. Mickey doing what he can to protect, but Poby just doesn't have the space he needs to maneuver. Knockup from Mickey is clean. Poby continuing to backstep. Clean work as he slides out. But the rest of GX just turn. They'll take their sweet time. Happy to pick off one member at a time. But it's Oscar from the back. Comes in with the flamethrower to get a bit more work done. And a perfect ulti from Lot. Buffers it. Makes it happen. And it's going to be Elder to the side of GX.
GX clutch the Elder fight. They managed to take out the AD carry and the jungler at the start of the fight. And yes, Noah falls, but they have enough left in the tank to go the distance.
This engage on towards Upset was beautiful from Lost. Hopping over the wall, flashing in, gets the tap on the W to set up. And the wall was beautiful as well, just to keep them all in check. At least they managed to get Noah on the backside as Razork does end up moving through, but there's just so much more left on GiantX. The health bar on Lot, providing the access, with Elder up for another minute 40. They can play off at least 2 more waves in that time. And then you've still got the Baron to play with afterwards as well. So trying to hold on to this base is just nigh on impossible.
And I am nervous, right?
Yeah.
Because as much as I liked it when Fred again made 4 versions of Victory Lap, it'd be really good for GX in this series if they could close it out in 1, right? Just the original. You've got perfect buff.
Yeah, but Victory Lap 4 is so good.
It does
so
slap.
good.
It would not slap for GX, however, to need a 4th Baron or 4th Dragon. They'll be happy with 2, the Elder and a single Cloud as GX continue to push forward. They have broken open the base. Top wave moving in. Hex Flash channeled from Jun, but just threatening. Fnatic really with no front line here. It is so hard to step forward. You can see that single Mystic Shot hits onto Oscar and burn as well means he loses about 20% HP, 25 now. And GX walking it in slowly but surely. Mickey, the big source of engage. If he hits massive piece of CC, the follow-up can be lethal from Fnatic, so GX are respecting it. Isma stepping a bit too far forward means he will get poked out a little bit, but still has access to the GA. Lot stepping up, Poby stepping back, wall placed, ulti from Razork going to be utilized, but 30 seconds left on this Elder. I think Fnatic are just trying to wait it out. They know they don't want to go in as long as that buff is available for GX.
Poby's doing some good work though on the side, forcing Lot now to reset and going TP back in to try and hold on, but GiantX, 15 seconds. Can they get this last tower down?
They still have the Baron buff TXC. Whenever Noah can get the W onto tower, all he needs is a single auto.
Equalizer down, forcing the ult out of Isma. They're going to need another lap. They're going to need another bit of time as they manage to pick him off. They can't tunnel too hard on just having the jungler. Mickey manages to find the initial lockup. Shut down onto Isma. Now, pretty unafraid to just walk forward. Everyone on Fnatic's going to get on the right side of that particular wall, but it does mean losing that tier 2.
Oh, no way. Surely
Fnatic
it's not a
overcommit.
Poby has to reset, try and catch the wave. GiantX, this might be their moment.
Isma going to kick the fight off, seeing that Poby isn't involved. Jun waiting as long as he can to use his ult. Upset going to pull the feathers back. Lot now caught out. Flash back from Upset to get away from the ult, but Lot's able to backstep with the footwork. Oscar and pushing forward. Decent chunk coming in from Noah. Shut down on the Lot. Tower coming in. Jackie, it's a backdoor. It's a backdoor. He's trying to push in. The lights have been turned off, but on who? They're going in to find the mid-tech. Razork flying through the air. A desperate piece of darkness to bring light to the side of Fnatic. Poby makes the difference. Razork and Oscar back to back. Hold the line. How the hell did Fnatic do it? It looked like GX had everything they needed to end the game, but they fumbled and Fnatic stand tall.
Do they have enough to end the game, though? They have a lot of turrets to get through. The Azir is so good at killing turrets. I think they might just walk it down.
Should just end it. Are you kidding me? What is this? What? Here we are. You were here. Twitch chat, YouTube, Cadril, Rats, whoever you are. You witnessed whatever this was. And at the end of the day, I don't know what it was, but Fnatic apparently wins those, baby. Game 1, first blood, Fnatic win.
And I'll tell you exactly what it was. wasn't. It was not a
beast, and maybe that's what you want to try and play for here as well, because you can just walk into them. You can still have that follow-up on the knock-up from the Wukong and have a tank that can try and take that space as well.
I'm really worried for Fnatic to be able to get clean engages. There is so...
For the boy grubs, and Lot trying to steal it away now with Isma before they can get in.
Yeah. Isma pretty powerful. The wife's still standing, 6 HP. Holding on for dear life. Oh, Razork. 50 gold to Razork, but he'd really like a Grubby. Wants to wander in, go for the smite seal. Good presence of mind from the side of GX to smite the one on the top side. Mickey's going to go for the hook. Won't connect, and that's going to be all 3 grubs to the side of GX.
They are getting pushed in, but because of the resets and the timers, Upset still has a lead, right? They did end up getting the push on bottom side. They did rotate quicker to the top end.
I'm gonna get you the classic caster.
Thank you.
Oh, great. I appreciate it.
Oh,
the cube flies through! The ulti! The perfect point combo is hard to pull off, but he might still cost his life! He dies! It was flashing!
Uncertain as to where Razork is, but he's actually on this top side and looking for the dive on towards Loss. Oh, he wasn't spotted by the plant.
Dash through, Lot caught out, nom nom nom! Quick snack.
So you see GiantX, they actually knew that this was probably a case, but don't end up spotting him on the site ward, and now GiantX.
Oscar trying to get out, Razork spinning through them. Oscar, unafraid, but he's just gonna get shockwave and it might cost him his life. He's now forced to flash. I think he should have been happy just walking away. Oscar clearly wasn't. Ball reattached to Isma. Razork retreating. Poby on the way up to try and protect. He also attacked.
You've got the lead for Oscar in as well. So in this position, I think Fnatic are kind of happy to just play off of those leads as Noah.
Hook hits onto Noah. Noah trying to dash back. Redemption now coming in. That item is strong. Look at that. Even ignited. Still an extra little 200 HP.
Should give Dragon to Fnatic though, as they'd already kind of looked for that cross map. Potential dive on the top side though, and it's Poby, and he doesn't get the help.
No, he doesn't. He's the one with the global. If you attack the Sorcerer, it can't come to you. Herald used to potentially force him away from turret because it won't exactly be existing that much longer.
No, it won't. Isma mounting up though. Okay, wants to charge. Nothing too fancy, as GX happy to have that pressure point open up a bit more on the top side. The Blood Song, just to make that threat a little bit less, and Lot solo knock down this tower.
Yeah, 3 grubs, Yorick with the Triforce, that's what you got to be afraid of. It's a full turret down, a little bit of a lapse there for Fnatic. Maybe they thought they were going to lose it anyway, but never great to give Yorick that goal. Flash forward.
Jun locked up. Phantom Undertow to follow. Knockup won't be there. Noah on the way in, but it might be a little bit too late. Flash forward, trying to execute Jun. They're going to get the reset coming in from Mickey, but now they want to back up because Jackie's is on the way and they have to move into the choke. Move in, the shockwave. The rest of the team trying to go. Mickey's still living for next second. He also over the wall to try to escape, but Isma catches him on the way out. Poby still going forward. Noah with a blinking health bar, but he's managed to hold on now. It's Oscar in versus Lot as it was on the top side, so it is in the fight. But he can't quite get in a range to finish. It's not a problem for Upset, however, as he grabs another.
The fight.
Jackie's does not feel too threatened yet. Again, Oscar may find an angle. Razork kicking the fight off. Lot isolated off to the side, but Razork already losing so much HP. In the meantime, Poby's finding the angle. The taunt, the ulti doesn't connect from Jackie's, and it's crucial because Upset for a brief moment is untouched. Lot trying to finish the job. Magic damage shield, not going to stop the Corki, not going to stop the Yorick. Knock up onto 2 from Oscar is clutch, and it's just what Fnatic needed. GX are decimated at the Dragon.
GiantX thought they were able to take them. Upset wasn't even there. It was a very risky one, and GiantX
leashed it again.
They still want to keep going.
Yorick's coming up. He's not here just yet, but Fnatic, yeah, this might turn into a bit of a flip. I smell the burgers.
Noah used the Valk. Pull back from Mickey Good. Stand aside even better. Otacon picked up by the Cho'Gath. They managed to grab it. The Shockwave only connects onto Oscar. Razork wants something to do with that. We'll just immediately walk away. Isma trying to find an engage at the same time. The map is entirely split. GX being a bit caught out here. Instant follow comes in from Upset, and down comes the Galio. But a bit out of range. Jonas is forced to retreat. One kill coming through. Mickey! Double! In the blink of an eye, they're gone! And now Fnatic, they smell blood in the water. They want a little bit more. 23 seconds till Baron. This objective belongs to Fnatic.
We were saying that Pyke is just not a champion at this point in the game.
Baron immediately taken, and 1 minute and 15 seconds until that Dragon soul for themselves as well.
Pretty long cooldown as Mickey keeps stepping forward. Razork debating if he wants to go in. Sweeper over the wall, dashing forward, manages to find the knock onto 2. Upset immediately into the back line, and there's just no counterplay. Upset taking down Jackie. Lot getting cut down now as well. Mickey might not have even connected with the ult. He didn't have time. They died too quickly. This is an absolute slaughter.
These Cyclones from Razork have been destroying GX. As long as he gets 2 people in it, they just can't reform their battle lines and GX fall apart. They're now almost 10,000 gold behind. The Infernal Soul will go over a turret as well. The dominoes fall in favor of Fnatic.
And this is going to be so difficult for GiantX. Game 1 was in your hands. Now Game 2, a 10k gold lead for Fnatic. The Soul there taking over, and for a roster that showed such promise, that was looked at as potential underdogs that could upset everything for the top 4 in the LEC. Unfortunately, it just hasn't come together now for them in Game 1 or Game 2.
And given how important bot lane has been in this series as well, to see that number between the carries, Noah against his old team, Upset getting over a 4,500 gold individually, that one has got to sting for GX.
Oh, yeah, and you can see the damage to champions. The Kai'Sa poke hitting hard. The team fight damage, those plasma stacks procking. Just difficult for Noah to find the space to maneuver. No flash either. 50 seconds left on this Baron. Oscar solo pushes in that mid wave. And the difficulty is you can't really collapse on the Cho'Gath because it's just the Galio will be there, the Kai'Sa will be there. Hard thing to punish. The good news is Fnatic's composition is incredibly low range. Upset can't really step forward, so 2 waves of pressure do mean Fnatic will break 1 tower, but unlikely to break much else.
Still, I think you just keep this pressure up.
Doesn't quite hit as Poby solo pushing. GX going to try to collapse in the mid lane. Isma getting the fight kicked off. Poby locked up again.
Phase rush.
Making sure he's out to safety, and Fnatic are ready to just end the game. Well played by Poby just to walk away from that one. Good thought process from GX to collapse on the member with the global, but Fnatic just don't care.
GX have used so many of their tools now, and they're in disarray.
Poke on the Lot. Lot is going to get cut down. Ulti coming out from Upset. Jund blocking the wrong way. That's not where he wants to be. Flash over the wall. Leads first into Noah. Oh, God, he's Aura. It's just too much, Fnatic. Just delete him. Isma going to recall just in time to see the base crumble. Well, the game might have been quiet, but the mid to late has been dominant, and all in favor of Fnatic as they move on to match point.
A celebratory ground slam for Poby, and a well-earned one after game 1.
Alex, you weren't here enough in 2019. You don't know.
I'm sorry.
Nothing is sacred. Anything can go anywhere. Okay, Vane's going bot lane.
Okay, Vane's going into the
mid, or is it Sion?
I would imagine it's a Sion mid. I would imagine that's the case. The Rek'Sai very much likely going top. Both lanes are on your side of the map, and you can start really freezing the other team off of the waves who wants to go to the
Flash forward from Oscarinin. Razork flag, the drag, nowhere for Noah to go, except for the grave. Oscarinin finding
really hard to do much. Dive coming in onto Lot.
TP down. Lot level 5 Razork here. Isma is as well, however, on the Nidalee. Flash over, the spear doesn't quite connect. Lot now in trouble. Flag and drag doesn't hit though. He's just barely able to dash out to safety, trying to sidestep, trying to get tricky on the hook. Manages to walk away, but I don't think it's going to be enough. One more auto should do it. Oh, that's the final proc. Silver Bull. During the regular season, they got him caught out. They got him killed, but there, just a massive tempo.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Lot wasn't level 6, I think, was the decider there. Is now Poby.
Root connects, spear connects, that's the combo. Should just be a quick cleanup, but they're out of CC. Poby can't make it out. Focus on getting the creeps into the tower, but with Razork in the area, that might not be an option. They think Missy's mispositioned, but it's all a bait as Razork is here. Puts Noah in the cage, Upset. More than happy to keep that trade going. Noah finally takes over to level 6, but it does not matter.
And there might be a fight onto this, though, backing away.
Isma going in, Razork forced back. Golden Angus to get the slow down. Spear connects to the Mickey. Mickey might be in trouble, but Upset ulting, ready to keep this fight going. Jund with the punt back. They just want to clear up this kill on Mickey. It will go to the side of Jackie's. Another spear goes forward. Mickey Vernon ready for the dive. Lot can see it coming now, but the knockup starting to feel inevitable. Knockup there from Oscar, and an immediate damage fallout coming in from Poby. He misses one ability, but it doesn't matter because Oscar and his ulti is there. Another plate likely to fall as well.
From the Blade of the Rune King in these fights with the slows onto double melee front lines or even triple melee front lines can work out incredibly potently. It's going to be a tough one for GiantX unless they can leverage that push from Noah to make plays on sides.
And while it's not like you've got something like, hang on a second,
Jackie's going all in. Tunnel right there, trying his best to cover it. Oscar's so patient, but Jund is on the way. Flash forward, one auto. Jund.
Get him, Jund. Well
Jund, ignite, Q, walk away.
Supportal combat.
But luckily Jund is there to cover, and it likely means this top lane tier 1 going down, but it will be in exchange for the Drake for Fnatic. Grab the Chemtech.
That's what you need to do with GiantX though. Make these plays on sides is Upset. Good spell shield, hook goes wide, and Noah with the fancy feet, making sure the Fnatic can't capitalize on the play.
Big to start to get things back for GX. Again, 1,000 gold lead for the Sion, 400 gold up for Isma as he completes his first item. If they can put those leads to use, they'll feel pretty comfortable. Solid lead for Upset, yes, but no major item completion, and Vayne often can be a tricky champion to get value out of. It's not just as simple as, Jinx, gold lead, win fight.
One thing which I'd like to throw in just an extra consideration. You don't have something like an Enchanter with you. You do have the Jarvan standard for it.
To collapse on Poby to not let him overextend, but also not to concede too much on the top side, as we see Oscar in it, just trying to burn down this tower.
Oscar?
Oh, that last auto!
TP from Lost means they can shift down towards Dragon and trade objectives. GiantX need to get a decent amount of value out of this Rift Herald so that they can spike some gold on their squad and hope that they can fight at these next couple of objectives.
See though, earlier into the year, GX won.
Alas, it does not happen. Jackie's now with the unending despair as well as a bit of aggressive trading coming in from Lot. Really determined to try and get something back, but a nice hook coming in from Mickey. Ulti goes out, the interrupt is there. They managed to stop the ulti from coming through. Now they're going to both be in trouble. Sion right in the nick of time. He can't take out a Rift.
They get him some resources that he needs. Now with the Rift Herald in mid lane.
Upset, exhausted, trying to zone back. Upset just chasing. Backstep is still good from Upset. It might be enough to turn, but Noah's so confident. Ulti's still like, signs up with the Q. Oh, he's just dancing on them. Jump with the follow-up. Mickey on the way in, but it does not matter. Clean sides across the board. Oscar trying to turn it back. Flash in. Down goes Noah. Oscar on the hunt. 2,500 gold ahead, but can he get another kill? GX staying just at arm's length.
Huge turnaround for GiantX though. Even with Noah going down, he gets the kill, they get the tower mid, Jackie's is getting the tower bot, and Lot is getting to farm uninterrupted. This is exactly... Doesn't work out.
We only have voice lines on.
Yeah.
Damacia! Okay. Lot though, flying a little too close to the sun. Now going to try and ult over. Does not connect on the ult. Isma's on the way in with a little bit of a heal. Starting to heal up. Lot looking okay now. Dash back to safety. Noah can't save the day, but he might be able to turn it back. Oscar down! Shut down on the Singer! That's the worst person to give the money to!
Them up, but GiantX, they get Adacon in a game that looks so dire.
Why do top laners complain about playing this champ? And mid lane single-handedly carries the game!
Mid laner's better.
You cannot convince me. This is the Ornn of 20 hours ahead as well. They're just so much more powerful. Again, most of the money, most of the advantage is still on Oscar Renan going 1v1 versus Lot. Isma now coming over the wall, but Poby waiting behind to get some damage down. Good use of the redemption. Gonna heal up 3. Mickey standing off on the side. That's the ulti coming in from Noah, but the immediate fall just isn't there. Upset invisible, trying to finish the kill. John with a quick pump back, trying to save his 80, but it is not enough. Oscar Renan going down under the ground, and it's Poby again uncontested, trying to free fire as best as he can. No one is touching the rise. The Vayne still standing. GX, it starts good, but they can't put their damage where it counts.
GiantX are trying to play whack-a-mole, and Upset is just dodging everywhere, making sure it's impossible to hit him. Fnatic find the fight they need off the 2-atom spike in the Vayne.
Isma sticking around, maybe looking for a bit of a miracle spear over the wall, but I think he'll be blocked out, walking forwards.
Trying to finish it. Retreat with the blast.
Save it away from those waves.
Noah, auto wave clearing. Will get knocked up, however. That is pretty rough. Forced to ghost. So small summoner spell advantage for the side of Fnatic. They're not going to overcommit on this one, but bit of an oopsie from Noah to stray too far forward there.
Especially with 20 seconds till Dragon. Taking that chunk means, well, he doesn't have that much life. Still has a little bit from his bloodline and the D-Blade, of course. Gonna give up a little bit of control mid here now.
Combo into Oscar, just trying to chunk, but again, the healing is just massive. Only grievous wounds on the team is on Jackie's. Oh, Isma going boom. They're still going to look for the knock-up, though. Knock-up there. Body block coming in from Jackie's, but Razor just goes right over the top. Noah isolated in the backside, flashing backwards, trying to beat up this front line, but he can't do much of anything. Fnatic though getting chucked lower and lower. Upset still managed to live, and down goes Noah, and that might be all that matters. Jackie's retreating. The damage just isn't there. Even the tower, not enough. His Upset is just unrelenting. Autos, silver bolts, everything being thrown down, but the zombie making the difference as Lot is there beside him. Jackie's determined to finish the kill on Razor, but he can't quite get it done. Oscar finally knocking him down. One more auto, and he takes down another one!
Fnatic are keeping their dreams alive! They want to make it to Madrid!
I love the way that Razork has been working his way in and out and in again. So these team fights constantly putting threat onto Noah.
Noah, 3.5 items, has some armor pen. 7k, Jun going over the wall, going back, but they don't have enough damage. Razork still has enough time to get over. Knockout gonna go onto the Noah. He's gonna be able to spell shield that immediately out. Who's gonna get it in the end? Oh, eyes on the Baron, and they managed to take it! Fnatic just keep coming out on top, but Noah's ready to dish out the damage. It's not enough to knock him off. Noah's still living for an extra second. Down goes Upset. Lot lives, but it is not enough. A triple for Poby, a perfect realm warp, and a steal from Razork to seal the deal.
There is nothing that GiantX can do in this game. Fnatic have had their hands around their throats, and they're slowly closing them.
Razork gets the steal, Poby gets the triple. And probably led off today saying that GX's road ends here. He puts a final nail in the coffin.
And just what a game. What? Never mind. There might be room for one more nail. Time, I think, good for the composition that GX are running. Isma also completely out of mana. Forced to back away now.
10 seconds left on the Baron. They will just barely manage to get this turret.
Engage going in onto Jackie's. Noah able to block the Nautilus ultimate. Razork waiting. Fnatic, though, don't want to overcommit. We'll just take the tower in mid lane. May look for a little bit more. Mickey does manage to land the hook. That's the redemption. Poby, nice flashback. And it's Jun who's been caught out completely. Now they're descending on them like sharks. Noah for a brief moment untouched, but it doesn't matter. It might be too late in the fight. All eyes on Noah. Vaughn finds his way into the back line. Needs the damage to follow. Oscar running on the way in, but Noah's already taken down Mickey. He's looking to bat another ambulance. His Razork is about to fall. Zombie Scion, not enough. Razork still standing. GA still available. And it's all falling apart for GX. They might have found one, but Fnatic will not relent.
Poby breaks their ankles as Fnatic maybe look to break the game.
Isma dash over. Knock up, not going to connect. Noah doing everything he can to clear, but there's just too much damage. The flash forward, the flag, the drag, down he goes. A second life for Razork. Happy to have it, but there's no wave. Lot backstepping. The wave there for GX. Isma waiting to come over. Massive shield goes in for Poby. Lot needs to backstep. Oscar Renin now in trouble, but finally the bot wave is here. Fnatic, do they need one more fight? Or will they go for the close?
Upset's ultimate's just off cooldown. Here he goes.
Dash through, turns invisible. Three-man knockup from Oscar. They were already dead men walking, but that is indeed the final nail in this coffin. Fnatic knocking down GX, securing top 4 and their place in